from entering the dreamscape, entering Ganzen's dream, and
facing down Asdan.
Yeah, facing down Asdan, and then also talking with 4 of the angels who have given you guys a new mission.
To open a portal to the ethereal plane, right?
Yeah, and
to induct more angels.
Yeah, recruit more angels.
Did anybody give us like a starting point, or I don't remember exactly.
We're getting to the ethereal plane.
Mm-hmm.
We can always go talk to Story.
True.
He seems to know how to get to a lot of places, although it'll probably be a little weird.
Wait, I'm trying. Did Ganzen say he was gonna do it? No.
Oh, right. They said that we should work with Ganzen specifically.
Yes,
they gave him. Oh, yeah.
Estevis gave me some techniques, some knowledge that I can use to swap out some of the runes from last time to get us to the ethereal plane instead of the astral. And instead of opening the rift between Abaddon and the astral plane, it will open a rift between the ethereal plane and the astral plane. We'll just need enough relics as conduits. I have some that are locked away, but we can use them.
Right. The relics that are locked away.
Yes, I have 3 of them.
What relics are those?
I have a cloak of Wahab, sapphire of Poriel, and a lantern of Zulfur.
Should I break it to him?
I'm looking at the ceiling.
Yes, Dunbar. You should tell him.
You know when we didn't trust you, thought you were evil. Remember that?
I believe that was only a few short hours ago. Yes.
Well.
Yeah, very recently. You're right.
Before we came to see you, we stole the relics, so they're actually right here.
Oh,
no, you don't even have to go and get them. We saved you a trip. You know
how? Wait, how did you do that? How did you?
We have connections.
You might read about it in the papers tomorrow.
Oh my! And here I thought that place was so secure. Man, maybe that Townsend guy really doesn't have as tight a grip on his vault as he says he does.
Oh no, it's terrible. The security is horrible. Yeah, don't keep anything there.
I suppose I'm at least glad that it was you all who stole them before someone else. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
a good thing.
I can get the runes prepared. It will not take long at all. Just still so ashamed about what has happened, but we must do this. We must work fast. The only problem is, what do we do about the other agents?
Well, I mean, how could they? You mean the agents who are here with us, or the ones that are still missing?
The ones that are asleep and missing. Do we just do our plan now, or do we inform all those except for Ku and Kor if we feel like they're the ones who? It's just too risky. I'm not sure who to trust.
We need to rest, right? we went from the casino straight to here, and
yes, but if you rest here, then the others will find out in the morning. They are sleeping now, like Hamid and Kalos.
Oh, they're here.
That's true. I mean, We were saying we know Ku and Kor aren't to be trusted, and we don't know if it's just them. So I think we gotta play it safe. Maybe us and maybe Zuzarti's group. We head out someplace else and find some other place to rest.
Yeah.
Or
sure.
I don't know. Maybe you guys stay here and try to keep him from finding out that anything's wrong. Tell him that Ganzen went. I don't know. Do you fish? Ganzen went fishing. Maybe he went looking for another relic or went to the library for like a week. Do people do that?
Yes, I think that that might be a good solution. We can say that I have taken a few of the others and gone searching for relics, and that the other agents are to remain in the city for the next couple of days to give us some breathing room.
The other agents assume we're dead, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, perhaps Zuzarti and folk remain here and try and stop any of the other agents from coming after us. And Shira and Valerie, you come with me and the other group. Of course, Borif too.
Yes, it seems like a wise plan.
And we can leave tonight. We can sleep in the caravan on the way. How good are you all at sleeping on a bumpy road?
I can help.
Ah, Brog and I got pretty good at that on the way here. At least I did.
If anyone needs a nightcap, just let me know.
All right. I will. I'll ready the horses, and we'll be off to Seven Oaks, and we should get there by morning, and then we can get to work.
We're finally doing it. We're gonna help the angels.
Hmm.
This is how we can help the angels.
Yeah. Maybe you can pick out an angel of stories or something, and get like an angel of snakes, angel of infantry, angel of cavalry. Just some angels that are more suited to us.
Do we know why the angels are separated?
What do you mean?
Like there are angels in the angelic plane or the astral plane, and then there are angels in the ethereal plane. Like, why are there angels in the ethereal plane?
I thought we were looking for like spiritual beings who had the power to become angels. I mean, maybe
I
there's
see.
angels there.
I see. Yes.
I don't know enough about angels to be sure, but maybe they're like something else over there. But then when they cross over into the angelic plane, they become angels, and over there they're like just really big, strong ghosts.
Well, we need to be very mindful of who we allow, who or what we allow to become an angel. We don't want like angel of genocide. That would be great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That would be bad.
But good. Yes, this is. Well, I'm glad we're able to finally help them. I wonder if they're okay in the dreamscape.
I hope so. I mean, I trust they're able to handle themselves, and that I mean, they said it was just projections of them, but like you can do a lot with a projection of someone, from what I understand. You could get a link back to them. So
Well, look, we said we needed to rest, right?
yeah, let's go.
We gotta get on
Get
the
on
road
that
and
wagon.
All right. You guys, Ganzen will pull the caravan around. Very, very large caravan. You guys have um, 6 horses that are drawing like 2 separate connected, 4-wheeled caravan things to fit you all. It's a pretty impressive little setup that you've got going on. But the road is very bumpy. Not super comfy to be sleeping, like sitting in a caravan. There's not a whole lot of room to sprawl out unless you're Frift or Brogrod. And so it's not exactly the most comfortable rest. So all of you are going to be able to reset your HP, but you will not be able to reset your spells.
All right.
I'm definitely
Oh,
I'm definitely kicking back and like leaning against Dunbar like a big fuzzy pillow.
yeah. I've become the long pillow for everybody. Oh, our tokens are still here. I was too zoomed in.
Okay. Let's heal check.
I need to actually
Reset
get my overlay.
Guess I'll do it for Strike and for Ella.
Oh yeah, good call. Thanks. Cool. All right, yeah, and you guys will we'll spend the night, kind of get woken up a few times by bumps in the road, by the horses getting spooked by things, maybe by like another caravan passing who's like a little bit rowdy, some like 4 a.m. Just coming home from the party, caravanners, you know how it is on the open road. But eventually morning will come. Just as you are like getting to Seven Oaks, you're right outside Seven Oaks as the sun is rising, and you can hear some, like, as you're approaching, you can see like the flags of Monsteria, which let you know that you're coming to Seven Oaks because it's famous for that. And Monsteria was not too long ago, so they still got the flags up for all the teams. And as you guys approach the city, you're just kind of outside the town, you can hear some music playing and some people gathered around a rather eccentric looking individual.
At a sea every company fractions. The crash of our oars can be heard from the shores, and we're not going to stop till we take what is yours. Let our story be told. We gained riches and gold through forsaking our souls for the sea to always hold. Soon you'll be just like me. For eternity in the drown yard you'll be. The crash of our oars can be heard from the shores, and we're not going to stop till we take what is yours. Let our story be told. We gained riches and gold through forsaking our souls for the sea to always hold. Soon you'll be just like me. For eternity in the drown yard you'll be. The crash of our oars can be heard from the shores, and we're not going to stop till we take what is yours. Let our story be told. We gained riches and gold through forsaking our souls for the sea to always hold. Soon you'll be just like me. For eternity in the drown yard you'll be. Soon you'll be just like me. For eternity in the drown yard you'll be.
And you can see a bunch of these sailors and fishermen hoist up their rods and their spears, and some of them even have little bottles of ale that they'll raise up and shout, "Ah, that's a good one, sir. Well done, but what the heck? There's many of you." And you could see that as he was singing, there are like these different colored projections of the the eccentric individual who got like spawned, who were harmonizing with himself. It's kind of little bit of a sad tale that one was there.
Ah, yes. Well, the Drown Yard is a horrible place. Many people die, and we must respect their memories by telling the tale of those that stick around longer than they should.
Oh, our crew is going to be heading to the Drown Yard after we go to Black Bay. Hopefully that doesn't happen to us, right? Well, yeah, it's not going to, right?
Who knows? I just tell the stories. I just tell the tales.
Oh,
But good luck to you.
uh, Chris, it's not going to happen to us, right? Come on, it's just this silly music, man. What does he know? I don't
Yes,
know,
that
guys.
was me.
That was kind of weird. How he just kind of started singing, and we're going to the Drown Yard, and it seems like he kind of knew. I don't know. It's an odd coincidence. Come on, we're sailors. Of course he's gonna guess that we're going to the Drown Yard. Let's just keep going.
Good luck on your trip.
I'm not convinced. Hey, you guys. And this sailor will approach your party. Yay.
What? Yeah?
Hey, did you come over here for a second?
Alright. I'm so tired. I swear there's like 5 bards. 6? What? Hold on a second. Can I like push myself up on like Brogrod's shoulders for a second?
Yeah, come on.
Try and be taller.
Everybody over here. Come on. Jasmine, over here. Rupert, get over here. All right. Hold on. Now, you guys, come over here. All right, Mr. Bardman, do it again. Do it to these guys. This will settle it.
Give me a moment to gain some creative inspiration here, and he'll like close his eyes and like stick his hands out towards the party, like all of his hands, like all, what do they, like 14 of them?
A lot of hands.
And he says, "Ah, yes, the agents of Ascent, isn't it?"
Please tell me that's not your guy's name.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
but yeah, kind of, sort of.
Well,
Oh shit.
I can tell you all have been through quite a lot. Here, I think I can sing it in song. Fantasy and Good Company Productions.
Now here's a tale about some special folks
Hopeful adventurers who came from different strokes, seeking connection, those they had lost, risking it all at any cost. Murdoch and Strike, two of Rentham's best, Brogrod and Thrift, quite shorter than the rest. Shigure and Ella, with both please take care. Santor the Archer and Dunbar the Bear.
Yeah, that's it. He's just there.
Ascension, they're going to the astral plane. Ascension, things will never be the same. Don't you worry, because it'll be okay now, can't you see? Ascension, the saviors of you and me. Our brave party join the agents of Ascent. With promise of travel to their goal they'll be sent. The heavens they reached, their dreams came true. Little did they know evil came with them too.
Yeah, we fucked up.
See, the angels didn't always rule the astral plane. Before was their ancestors, the old gods were their names. Our heroes accidentally opened gates to Abaddon. A war in the heavens was on. Ascension, they're going to the astral plane. Ascension, things will never be the same. Don't you worry, because it'll be okay now, can't you see? Ascension, the saviors of you and me. Ascension, they're going to the astral plane. Ascension, things will never be the same. Don't you worry, because it'll be okay now, can't you see? Ascension, the saviors of you and me.
That about covers it, right?
I don't know if I care for the music, but he does have most of the details there.
Oh God, why?
I
But
told you.
you all are worried about that you're going to the drown yard tonight and that this is going to happen to you, right?
Yeah.
Well, most of the stuff he said about us, that's already all happened, so I think you'll be A-okay. Shigure will give them a
good.
very lame thumbs up and then walk away.
Oh, good. Oh.
I mean, hey, if you aren't, there's already a song about you. Like, you're already famous.
Oh God.
For eternity.
Oh
Yeah.
God. I'm gonna be seasick. Also, hold on. That song was talking about old gods and stuff. What's up with that?
Oh, don't worry about that.
I just tell the tales.
Go get on your boat.
Huh? I thought this was this was about the angels, not anything called an old god.
That's for them to know and for us to find out.
Well, I think that my friend is right. I think that we've had just about enough of you. What was your name again?
Ah, yes, Armando.
Armando. Good. We'll definitely remember that, and just do us a favor and maybe tonight sing a nice happy song about a nice trip to the drown yard, will you?
Uh, I'll certainly try. I mean, the inspiration just comes to me. I don't really get to choose.
Oh, just quiet. Come on, we'll be fine. Let's go to Black Bay.
You all have quite a lot in store. In the couple days coming.
Yeah, it's been pretty busy lately. I don't see much reason why it's going to change anytime soon.
Well, if my song means anything, they all seem to come true. So perhaps you will reach this astral plane that you talk about and reach your goals.
I hope so.
Anyway, uh,
I must be off. I have other inspirations to find.
All right.
It was a pleasure, sir, and you can be sure that we will reach our goal.
Oh, I know you will. For it's already been foretold.
Well, I can get behind that. Take care, stranger. Armando, it was.
Ah, yes, Armando. Please spread the word. Armando, the bard.
I hope we meet you again.
And I hope you're right.
I'm always right.
Mm.
And you guys will go your separate ways with the gentle strumming of a ukulele slowly fading.
Sweet.
That was legit. Very well done, James.
That was so good.
That was awesome. that
Yeah,
was,
I'll
that was
put
really,
the
really
was
good.
links
great.
in,
That was really good.
I wrote Ascension first, and then I thought it would be fun to do another one, so I did Drown Yard after, and that's why I figured out the bubble effects.
Nice. Yeah, no, those are. I'm impressed. The bum chas and everything, like that was really, really
What
good.
what did you make it with? Like what software?
Both Audacity and Reaper.
Okay.
Well done. Very well done. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Despite what Shigure said, it was really good.
That was really
Cool.
good.
That was only RPing. Only RPing.
Shigure's
you guys
flame, not
liked it.
Jeff's. Yeah.
Just trying
it's
to,
sick.
contribute to our D&Ding, in a way that I'd, in some new ways. So maybe
Yeah,
we'll see
right.
Armando again. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, very well done. That was
Yeah.
sweet. That was also my first time hearing the songs, so that was awesome.
Thank you, Matt, for letting me do it. You didn't know what was coming. It could have been anything.
I know, dude. You could have just
Dude,
shouted profanities for 3 minutes.
the DM diss track.
Huh? Yeah, all right. Yo, what's up? This is Ascension. It sucks, dude. Yeah. Well, thank you for contributing. That was awesome. And after the getting a wonderful song telling the tales of the agents of Ascent, and kind of maybe at least bolstering Ganzin's spirits, who has been basically like a sad little puppy dog, like ever since you guys got back from his dream. He's just like moping around and staring at the ground. He's just, as he's mentioned, very ashamed by being tricked by Azdan. But that seems to lift his spirits. That there is hope yet, for the agents of Ascent, and it seems to remind him of that hope that he's always had. He just lost for a little bit.
Mm.
And you all will arrive in Seven Oaks in the morning. Well, we should get some food and then head off to the mountains to do what we came here to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm quite hungry. Nothing's hit the spot since that raw steak from Zungar.
Yeah, I mean, we got to eat that fancy food at the casino, but I was so focused on, trying to figure out what the heck was going on that I don't even remember the food that well. I remember you eating that raw steak, though. I remember
Yeah.
the look on the merchant's face more than anything else.
I think my palate is just a little different than most. The fancy food didn't sit very well with me. But with like snails, like who wants to eat snails?
I think that could be to be expected. You are a bear, after all.
Yes, indeed I have.
All right. Well, you guys can find the nearest restaurant or tavern. Whatever you want. Whether you want something a little bit more upscale or just want some, bread and butter and maybe some soup. Whatever you guys are feeling. Ganzen will fund whatever kind of breakfast of champions you guys want to fuel up before heading to the mountains. And as you guys are doing that, Ganzen is going to be just kind of waiting outside, poring over some books and making like frantic scribbles in them, while like sipping up some tea and eating like a few like small little cracker biscuits.
So you spoke to the real Estivus this time?
Yes. Well, I guess I still can't be sure. I'm having trouble trusting anything, but it feels different this time. It feels how it should. I should have known that something was up before.
Well, he forgave you, and I think you should not feel guilty. After all, like, being deceived by a demon is pretty like, I can't blame you for that.
Thank you, Dunbar. Your kind words mean a lot. But we shall see. If this all goes according to plan, then we can make this right.
What do you need of us?
Well, this time we will all do the same ritual, be at the same rune, and we have a bit of help. Actually, instead of having 3 groups, we'll only need the one because we can siphon power from Galamark's sword. There's a whole battery of energy just there in the mountains now for us to utilize. So with the relics we have now and that sword, I think we should be able to go up there, and I can prepare the rune with maybe some help from Shira and Brogrod, and we should be good to go.
All right, so we need some time.
Yes, Shira, Brogrod, and I will probably need about 2.5 hours just to make sure that the runes look exactly how they're supposed to.
How will we know if we succeed? After all, we're making a portal between 2 planes that are not our own.
Well, just like last time, the goal for this rune is to planeswalk to the gates of the ethereal plane. And then last time, this other part of the rune, and he's going to flip a couple pages in his book and point to the page. This rune right here was one of them that we did last time that I was always a little confused by, but again, Estivus, who I thought was Estivus, was telling me that this was necessary. And this rune connects the portal that we visit and we travel to a different plane. So before it connected the place that we traveled to Abaddon. But now it will connect the place that we travel to the astral plane, because we will be going to the ethereal plane. And if we layer these runes on top of each other, it should work. We will appear at the gates to the ethereal plane. We will find whatever angels or spirits or whatever they are in the ethereal plane, and we will guide them into the astral plane.
Is it safe for mortals to go to the ethereal plane?
Yes, it is. The ethereal plane is actually much less dangerous than the dreamscape. A lot of the beings in the ethereal plane are just made of energy and fog. A lot of them are incorporeal. They can't even hurt you.
Well, that's reassuring. Well, good. I mean, you guys have some work to do. Perhaps some of the rest of us can do some other preparations.
Yes, if the rest of you want to spend some time, I mean, this is Seven Oaks after all. They have a lot of literature on the different planes, especially the astral because of the connection with the angels due to Monsteria. But they might have something on the ethereal plane as well. Perhaps the rest of you could try and look up how exactly we find would-be angels once we get to the ethereal plane.
I feel like I know next to nothing about where we're going, so and unfortunately I can't help much with the preparation for the ritual itself. So I'd be happy to put my time into trying to learn a little bit.
Excellent.
Well, I can't do runic magic, and I can only kind of read. So if anyone needs some tea, let me know.
Dunbar, you can read over my shoulder.
Or if you read out loud and use your finger to point at the words, that
Yeah.
would be very helpful.
This will be an excellent opportunity for a dense lesson.
Well, here it is. We're doing it. This is it.
Mhm.
Maybe it was because of the unevenness of the carriage ride on our way here, but I feel like I had some strange dreams. I feel like it's been, well, I guess it made me remember how far we've come.
Yeah, it feels like only yesterday that we met Gansen and the crew here we met each other for the first time. I mean, look at us now. We're helping angels.
Mhm. I mean, we're not just helping angels. We're about to make angels. You're
Still feel
writing
a
a
little
new
weird
chapter
about
in some of
that.
these books.
Does anyone feel weird about that? Or am I the only one?
I can't say I feel completely unconflicted, but if it is something Artius himself has asked me to do, I don't see how I could ever object.
Oh, of course. I mean, we're gonna do it. It's just, pretty intense.
I mean, let's head to the library, Dunbar, and and find out who might be joining Artius, Estivus, Turok, and the rest of them. Because yeah, we definitely, as much as we'll be able to choose, we want to make the right choices for something as big as this.
I mean, originally I was thinking that, I never was much for going into those churches and stuff like that because none of those angels really appealed to me that much. But maybe that's actually something that I should try to avoid when we're there. But I don't know. Well, I'll do some reading as well. See what we might be running into.
Well, let's make haste. Everyone has work to do. And the tea's getting cold.
Alright, so this is Team Library.
Yeah.
This is Team Rune.
Let's go Team Rune.
Valerie's going Team Rune. Same with Borif.
I'm going to Team Library.
I'd imagine Ella would go Team Rune. She's magical, right?
Yeah. And then Strike would probably go Library.
Cool.
Yeah. Borif and Valerie have similar motives for going team. Rune is that they just are kind of bored by reading. So they'd rather just be like hiking in the mountains.
Fair.
Yeah.
We do read a lot. Well, some of us.
Dunbar, were you wearing that cloak when you went to bed
Yes.
last night?
Yeah.
So you found during your dreams last night, Dunbar, that you were able to lucid dream
Oh, jeez. Okay.
last night. So, and it was like very easy to do and very obvious, and so you are pretty much attributing your ability to do that to that cloak that you weren't sure what it did before.
Is it full awareness or full manipulation or both?
It's both. You could manipulate your dreams up to a certain extent. It wasn't like completely full manipulation. You might have not been able to like completely manifest all your ideas while you were dreaming, but you can do most of them, and you felt like your ability to do so got better as the night progressed. But it did make the night feel very, very long because you were like conscious for the whole night, essentially.
Right.
So in some ways it was nice because you could just do whatever the hell you wanted in your dreams, pretty much. But it also made the night feel very long.
And we only slept once, right?
Yep.
All right. I think
Yeah.
Dunbar would attribute this very well rested experience to just like happenstance rather than actually thinking it's the cloak.
Fair enough.
So we'll see what happens.
Fair enough. He's like, wow, I could lucid dream last night. How great is that?
Isn't that just the coolest?
Wow, what a nice night. Must be a full moon. All right. The rest of you will make your way up as the others go to the library. The rest of you will start to make your way up to the mountains, and you'll be hiking through the evergreen cliffs to that mountain range right there, where like the sword is.
Yeah.
And as you are, I guess Dan's actually the only like real person here.
Did Strike have Judgment's sword?
No, he does not.
Okay.
Yeah, during the dreamscape
Right.
it did, and it was just gone when he woke up.
Okay.
So Brogrod is marching through the cliffs with the rest of his team here.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, and I'm like moving with like a strut in my step also.
Yeah, dude, this is now Team Brogrod.
This is just full Brogrod.
Like, and
Dude.
I'll be boasting to Ganson. Like I'll be like, so I know you were kind of busy freaking out during that last fight we had against Asden, but I kind of did something incredible with the runes back there. I had a breakthrough. I'll say that.
Yes, it was very impressive. A lot of you seem to have increased your skills in combat since I last fought by your side.
Yeah.
And that's why your help is going to be instrumental here in creating this rune.
Of course, it'll, child's play at this point. Am I right?
Let's hope so. You guys make it past the cliffs up to where the angels guard the sword. You can see the sword shining its brilliant light on the mountaintop, and you get up to the angels, Anthem, Judgment, and Serenity, who are all at their battle posts. Well, it is the heroes once again. So nice to see you.
Hi to you as well, Anthem. And Judgment. Good to see you're here too. From our it was nice seeing you before as well. Thanks for the assist back there.
Yes. It is strange for me to say, but it was an honor to fight by your side. And we understand that you have a mission to do, so make haste.
Yes, of course. I'll as we like go by, I want to turn around like real quick and ask Judgment something.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, "Oh, Judgment. I know you helped us out a lot in that last fight, but my buddy Strike, he seems to be pretty heartbroken about losing that sword. There a chance we could get it back?"
Well, unfortunately, Brogrod, I will need the blade. It seems that the fight in the heavens is not going well, and once your mission is complete, all three of us will return to the astral plane to fight alongside the angels, and I will need every sword that I have to fight back Hazdan. Remember what we said. The sword will be your responsibility once we leave, which will be right after you open the portals.
Right. I'll make room in my backpack.
That's the spirit. You guys will do a fantastic job. Besides, no one hardly ever comes here anyway. We've just seen some of those Rentham soldiers try and get up, but we've fought them off every time thus far. But but Judgment is right. We have to take our leave back to the astral plane. Our powers are much needed.
Well, I wish you the best of luck up there, and we'll perhaps see you soon.
Yes, and just remember, heroes, you can do this. We've always believed in you. Isn't that right? He'll, wrap his arm around Judgment's shoulder. I believe that there is something special to these mortals. We shall see. Until next time, heroes. And a huge ball of light is going to form around the three angels and create a beam of golden energy up into the sky.
Oh, okay, just like that.
And as they're beaming up, Anthem is just going to be giving Brogrod the thumbs up.
Oh yeah, I'll
Believes.
I'll return double thumbs up. Then I guess before I return to the group, at the top of the stairs, I want to quickly bend down and I want to use power. Overlay, frog rod. All right, and I'm going to engrave into the ground what I think is supposed to be like a rune or like a charm of good luck.
Okay.
Never used it before. Don't know what it does. But, every little bit counts, and we'll certainly need it. and I'm gonna haste to catch up if they're still moving.
They were kind of like waiting for you to.
They probably stopped
do your
after the
thing.
beam of light.
Yeah, everybody's like,
Well, we're on our own down here now. They had to join the front lines, it seems.
oh my. Oh, we must make them proud.
Aye, we will make them proud.
And yeah, Brogrod, your little like rune in the ground here, you know, it kind of like you like etch out, like you're just like kind of like carving something like into the dirt, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, you know, you carve something into the dirt, and it's not super impressive. It just kind of looks like, you know, you tore up the ground a little bit, and like the wind is blowing and some dirt gets kind of like blown back into the hole there. But you know, you look at it, and you're like, it's all right, it's fine,
It's nice.
you know, yeah, it's all right. And and so Brograd will start to walk away with the rest of the group, and so he won't see this, but afterwards, as he starts to walk away, the ground will start to glow green where he laid his rune.
Sweet.
And you guys will make your way up to Galemark's sword. All right, here is the layout, and he's going to hand pages to one to Brograd and one to Shira. Ella, why don't you help me, and Borif and Valerie, just keep a lookout. Let's do this. And the magic users will get to work on creating this rune. Ba-ba!
Sweet.
And after a couple of hours, you guys will, you know, etch all the tiny little markings that you need to do. Each one like fills with energy, you know, and you make sure that it's all connected and all looks absolutely perfect for the ritual.
I will note that you know, I was still struggling at points. You know, this is a complex rune system, but and I was referencing my notes all the time to see if anything lined up or whatnot, but I was doing less of like, you know, turning the instruction sheet like upside down and things like that. Like I have a better, like I could read it easier than previous time.
Look at him go. He's getting good.
I was more like looking at it and like nodding my head, looking at my notes, nodding my head. Starting to get something.
Starting to click. All right, and the rest of the library crew will
Team Nerd?
Team Nerd Sauce.
Team Nerd Fallen.
Question about the angels. I think you've answered this a long time ago, but is there like a hierarchy? So like Judgment, is she like a S tier angel or like an A tier angel? Because there are a number of named angels that I'm aware of, and then there are the three angels that we met that I guess perhaps aren't like represented in Monsteria, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, so-
like, is there like a caste system or some sort of hierarchy within the angelic or the astral plane?
Yeah, so the angels that are like, like Galamark and Zulfur and Ardius, Estevis are all like the gods that people pray to.
Right.
Which are like the S tier, I guess you would say. And then Judgment and Trinity and Anthem are like the A tier angels. Like they have some of the same kind of like energy, but they don't have as much direct influence on like the material plane, and like people don't like pray to those angels, and like those angels don't like
Right.
give their powers back to mortals.
Are those
they're-
like the two tiers, like S and A, or is there like more to it than that in the astral
Uh,
plane?
that's like basically it. The only other thing that exists in the astral plane are the souls of the departed.
Right.
So you're like either like a god, you're like just like an angel, or you're like a soul. That's
Okay.
basically it. And yeah, the rest of you, team library, will go do their library things, and you guys can tell me what you would like to learn about.
Well, I'd like to start off by getting some real basics on the ethereal plane. Like, well, obviously, okay, start off some like absolute basics. Like, is there gravity? Is there breathable air? Stuff like that. Assuming the answer is yes, and we can safely move around in the space, then my question would be, what kind of creatures inhabit this plane?
Okay.
Do they have like a civilization, a hierarchy? Are they hostile? How powerful are they? That type of thing.
Um, so the ethereal plane, it does have gravity. The gravity is lighter than Earth's, but like not as much as like not as light as like the moon would be, just like a little bit lighter than Earth's would be. And there is like quote breathable air. There really isn't like I don't know. I guess there's air. So oxygen breathing creatures can exist there, that you guys can like travel there. Unlike the dreamscape, like the dreamscape, like you guys go to the dreamscape, but like your bodies like stay in the material plane. This is not like that. This is like going to the astral plane, where like your body itself will also travel to the ethereal plane, just like it did with the astral plane. So it's unlike the dreamscape in that manner. And then as far as like the creatures that are in the ethereal plane, every creature that exists there is basically like gets reduced to like its energy, and it exists in a form of like just pure energy, which is like kind of like this swirling fog that's loosely held together. And like the longer you spend in the ethereal plane, slowly like the energy inside any creature or being will break down and become that like mist like substance. So like if you guys were to stay in the ethereal plane for too long, you would also turn into like just like a fog elemental, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Um,
That's good to know.
yep. And so all the creatures in the ethereal plane kind of just look like rolling cloud-like things drifting around the ethereal plane. Although the ethereal plane is it's easier to get to than like the astral plane. So the only other thing that you would encounter is other people who are traveling to it for some reason. And in general, the inhabitants are not hostile. Again, they're just kind of like masses of energy that are kind of like in limbo. They're not really feeding on anything else. Their energy is like perfectly conserved while they're in the ethereal plane. So there isn't like some beings like eating other beings and new beings being born. It's very static. The ethereal plane.
Is there any recorded way to speak with these fog clouds?
Yes, some of them will be able to communicate back. The longer a being has been in the ethereal plane, the less likely it is to be able to communicate.
Well, okay. I guess that gives us our starting point to work with here.
I am very interested in the, like on previous library visits, we found books that detailed sort of like, histories of angels, histories of the astral plane, and then, eventually we found stuff about Abaddon. And I think that's kind of what I'm looking for. How is the ethereal plane ordered? Why does it exist? Sort of the larger questions outside of like the basics of how it works.
Okay, so you said like why it exists and like how it's organized.
Yeah, is there any like history to it? Do we know about things that have happened there?
Gotcha. Okay. So the ethereal plane was initially, when it like was first kind of created, was almost like a secondary to the material plane, and both of them were like very closely connected, and it was much easier to travel between the two. And people kind of thought of it as almost like a fourth physical dimension of the material plane that certain like oracles or like to for short periods of time and then come back from. And it was often used to like sometimes powerful magic users could like go there together and conduct experiments or hold meetings like in secret because other things couldn't like enter that plane. And it was also used to like store things and to keep things that people wanted to keep safe or secret. And eventually, the more and more it was used, the more and more energy got stored in the ethereal plane, and it kind of slowly started to break off from the material as more and more energy got put into it, kind of jammed into it, and it started to expand. And as it expanded, the material plane couldn't keep its grasp on it, and so then it kind of severed off and broke off and became like its real own entity. Um, and yeah, in general, it's kind of been like a little storage facility, is how it's been used in the past.
Yeah, so obviously for a long time it was, very close to our own world, but we probably know a lot less about what has happened there since it split off.
Right, yeah. And there have been accounts of like certain malintentioned individuals trying to like go to the ethereal plane and like harness all the energy that's there, because it's basically just like this pool of like tons of stuff, tons of energy that you could presumably like capture and utilize for some maniacal world domination plan. But it turns out it's really, really hard to do that because like a lot of the energy that exists there, like you can't touch a lot of it, so you can't like even like interact with it. It like doesn't really have like thought because it just gets reduced to its energy form. So like you can't like convince it to come with you that easily, and like if you spend too much time in there, you also just turn into fog. So and like if you keep going back, like if you spend a little bit of time in the ethereal plane, you start turning into fog, you go back, the next time you go there you'll turn into fog faster. So it just doesn't give spellcasters like a whole lot of time to even like experiment with the plane itself. So no one's really been able to like harness its power like people have with like the dreamscape. Like people can like go into the dreamscape and like use it to like summon monsters into the material plane, but people aren't really great at doing that with the ethereal plane. Which makes you guys a little bit nervous about your task here, and makes you consider like, how are you going to like summon would-be angels and get them if they're just these balls of swirling energy to like come with you.
Whoever the people or beings we'd want to find would probably be anyone who is particularly powerful and may got stuck in the ethereal plane and has somehow lasted since it split off, and therefore has retained, still retained some of their consciousness. Any people who have retained themselves in the time that they've spent there, which I can't imagine there's a lot of.
Survival of the fittest.
Is there anything else that you guys would like to learn in the library?
Yes. I'd like to just look into any sort of research that's been done on the crossover between like the abyssal plane and the ethereal plane. I know that Triff said that she wanted to learn more about angels, learn more about things in the ethereal plane and like would-be angels. But actually, the main thing that I'm trying to learn here is, if I summon Gorax in the ethereal plane, am I going to create some sort of angel Gorax that would be very bad for everyone involved, or would it probably be okay? Like, is there anything I need to keep him away from? Is he going to eat these fog monsters?
Right. Smart. For thinking ahead. So there are accounts of the of people from the abyssal plane going to the ethereal plane. And usually this has actually been for like similar things to what you're thinking about, like trying to like find energy that their like demons can feast on to grow stronger. Which some accounts say that it's worked, some accounts say that it hasn't really worked. That's a little bit unclear, but what you can make out is that like if you summon Gorax in the ethereal plane, kind of the same rules that apply to you guys will apply to Gorax, where he will be his self, and he will slowly turn into fog, just as you guys would.
Okay. I can live with that.
Yeah, and again, the ethereal plane is like, it's very just like it doesn't like if you summon a demon there, it's not like the spirits are gonna get like angry. They're not gonna get scared. Like there's just not a whole lot of like emotion or intention that like exists in the plane itself at all. So like you could do things that are good there or bad there, and it will kind of like be the same to like the swirling balls of energy that are there.
Yeah.
Like a demon is the same as an angel, like to a swirling ball of energy, presumably.
Fair enough.
Okay, anything else?
That's it for me.
I actually think, well, if our task is achievable, I think it shouldn't be too hard, because it sounds like quite a lot of what's there will be easy to get through, and we'll just be looking for anything that sticks out from the rest of what we see. But it should be a lot of honestly uninteresting and unthreatening stuff.
Hopefully.
Well, I was thinking, we have some angelic powers ourselves. Perhaps if we channeled our own powers while we're there, maybe we could attract worthy spirits. I don't know.
That's true.
Different things we could try.
It's an idea for sure.
Ooh, actually, if they are attracted to that, warm and fuzzy golden energy, We might want to keep an eye on whatever rift we open up between the ethereal plane and the astral plane to make sure that, no one slips in there without us inviting them. Or more accurately, considering how these fog things seem to operate, drifts and wanders in there randomly.
Frifts and wanders, you said?
No. Drifts. I will not go
Frifts,
through the
right.
portal.
You're
I
going
have
through
not
the
even
portal.
thought about going through the portal and ascending.
You're going to have to get closer. I heard you're going through the portal.
To get to the ethereal plane, yes, but I'm not going through the angel portal. Certainly not. No one said anything about that.
Oh.
Just sending Gorax through to make Angel Gorax.
That is the last thing I want. That is the
But
last thing anyone wants. Trust me.
He could be an angel.
I don't think that murder needs an angel.
People everywhere would know the name Gorax.
Can I ask about the elephant in the room?
There's an elephant in this
I'm
room?
gonna look around.
Well, not right now, but by the snap of your fingers, it could be. Why do you hang out with Gorax? He seems kind of dangerous.
Well, I mean, at this point, I'm more or less stuck with him. I don't really want to have him just off doing his own thing. He's definitely doing a lot less harm when he's attached to me at the hip, This way, he's only harming people that, deserve it.
Oh, so you're, supervising him?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm hoping maybe I can, maybe reform him or something. I mean, he doesn't talk about murder as much. Sometimes he talks about other stuff, like maiming, but that's, a step down.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm just, is he a demon?
Yeah, he's a demon. He's a big bad demon for sure. I will not claim that I was necessarily thinking straight when I first brought him in to this plane, but now that he's here, I think it's actually better to not have him doing his thing over in the abyssal plane, whatever that might have been.
So sometimes you're just the product of your environment. We're bringing him someplace new. He can become something else. I mean, I know that better than anyone.
Yeah. Out there, it's just demons climbing over top of each other, trying to be the biggest, strongest one in the room. And I think maybe he's pretty happy to have gotten out of that demon rat race. I'm going to watch his back for people stabbing it, trying to stab other people in the back, or cleave them in the back.
Because you summoned him.
Yeah. And I never really let him go home. I don't actually know if I can do that.
Oh. Oh, good.
I used one of the extra strength rituals. Kind that I don't really know how to do the other way around. That's why he's always kind of around,
Oh yeah, he's probably listening to us right now.
Oh yeah.
So, you're great. I didn't mean anything by asking about.
Yeah, he's kind of like a dog. Very well trained. He doesn't wander far.
Oh no.
He might be smarter than a dog, too.
I think so.
Did he talk?
He's got a bigger vocabulary, but probably more of a one-track mind.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
He does not use his vocabulary very much.
Well, we could take what we've gathered here to the others, and perhaps they've actually made progress. Brogrod's been getting pretty good with those runes lately.
Yeah, I saw him with those with his books. I mean to pat him on the back, but we've been, kind kind of in a whirlwind ever since then.
So, thinking about what we've read in these books, it sounds like our plan, upon reaching this plane, is gonna be to just sort of run around as fast as we can, trying to meet with as many cloud beings as possible and ask them like who they are, and try to rustle up a few that appear to be intelligent and not evil, and bring them back with us to reconstitute to the new angels.
Yep. I
Uh,
mean, I thought it was going to be a lot harder at first because I thought we were going to have to go around, like interview people and make sure they were on the up and up and all that stuff. But honestly, it sounds like we pretty much just need someone who's still got all their higher functions and isn't a murderer. So, like, that seems a lot easier to figure out. You go up to someone and you say hi, and they just kind of cloud at you. Then maybe not them.
yeah. And of course, we're on a time limit with this whole thing so that we don't disintegrate.
Are we good judges of character when it comes to knowing who's a murderer and who isn't?
Uh,
Just wondering.
Hmm.
I don't think I am.
maybe, the level, like, we're pretty desperate here, and some of the angels that we already have are not really the best people. Like,
Ardius has
have-
probably done some murder.
So if we were to just get like a completely random cross section of personality types, we'd probably end up with, like, on average, better angels than we have already. So I think as long as we don't like select angels that, like,
Lightning bolt comes out of
actively
the
try
sky
to
and hits
suffocate
Murdoch.
us, we should be fine. I mean, among our existing angels, if we go over them, we're like, what, 50-50 between good and undesirable?
Wow.
I thought we moved past this.
Spoken as a true Renthamite.
Wow.
Listen, there's the good angels, and then there's the rest of them. All right.
There are some angels who are nicer than others, yes.
I lost the thread here for a minute. But I only got one question. Where does Ardius fall in all of this?
We were actually talking about that. Do you think that Ardius has murdered anyone in the past? A murder
Of
is kind of
course.
like a fight.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
blades of change do not cut without the courage of a warrior to guide them. So he's definitely cut some people.
A murder is like a surprise fight.
So,
I guess I don't understand necessarily how Rentham's legal system works, so maybe murder isn't the right term, but Ardius has slain many foes. He wouldn't be an angel without it.
We're just trying to think of what kind of stuff one of these cloud folk would have to confess to make them not able to be an angel,
so we just want someone who's not evil. Like, we're trying to avoid evil. Everything else is, like, okay. Right?
If you murder, but, like, it's for a good cause, or, like, the guy kind of had it coming because he was kind of being a jerk, then, like, probably fine.
So we're trying to discern whether this smoke cloud is evil and this other smoke cloud isn't.
Yeah, wait a minute. You should know a lot about smoke clouds, right? Maybe you can commune with them.
Yes.
Not inhale the creatures. I'm going to grab Dunbar by both paws.
Take a puff of each smoke cloud, Dunbar, then you'll know.
Just breathe them in and be like, this
inhale
one's
the
bad.
energy being.
This one hits hard, dude. This is the dankest cloud. We want him.
Pass that cloud over here. Oh, we consumed him.
God.
He's gone.
We need a new candidate.
Well, I mean, perhaps we'll just get up there and we'll figure it out, because if we can figure out how to determine what's evil and what isn't without actually, like, interacting with it. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, we just got to look out for what was it you were saying? Like mages that go there to harvest the energy for their own gains.
Well, I'm very confused as to who conscious we're gonna find at all. That's why I'm saying I think a mage who's gone there to harvest the energy of the plane, no matter what intentions they have, they might end up being our only choices. Because they might be the only people who are powerful enough to withstand the force of the plane itself.
Huh. Wait, are you saying we're turning the mages into angels?
Maybe.
Oh,
Who else are we gonna find there?
Maybe we need to find a mage that's like half melted into a cloud. Because I feel like you got to be maybe at least a little bit cloudy to make the jump. And like, soak up all that astral power and become an angel. I mean, who knows? We might even just find someone and have the angel send them back.
Despite what we have learned today, I think it is safe to say we still don't know a lot.
we don't know a lot at all.
We now know how much we don't know. I think we should probably take what we've learned to the others. Get them in on it. See what they think about it. Maybe they've got some revolutionary new way of talking to cloud folks.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
All right, you guys will. The rest of you, with your newfound bounds of knowledge,
Newfound knowledge?
Smoking
Question mark.
ethereal spirits to determine their alignment.
Brogrod's gonna be happy about that one. Dude, this spirit's so good. I'm saving it for myself, dude. He can't become an
Oh
angel.
my
I need-
It's too much.
This most angelic stuff, man.
and you guys will come up. Oh, actually, here before that, let's just do this. You guys are walking up the cliffside, and you notice that the angels are gone, and you can see this glowing green rune at the top of the stairs.
Huh.
Oh, our
I
favorite
mean-
trio is missing.
Yeah, that's a little concerning. But I mean, I may not know much about runes, but to me this says Brogrod was here. So I'm sure if something bad happened to the angels, he would have come and told us, or at least sent someone to come and tell us.
That's amazing. You could read that?
No, not even a little bit. But Brogrod's the only rune guy that I know, so I'm just hoping for the best there. I guess it's possible that some sort of rune maniac killed the angels and left this behind, but I don't know. I want to believe it's Brogrod.
Wait,
I'm not
you're
touching
not
it,
talking
though.
about Rongon, are you? The maniac?
No. Well, he only sometimes in fight. Have you seen what he does with a cigar?
Yes. I mean, yeah, his cigar's a bit more explosive than my pipe.
But anyway, I'm gonna just go over here and climb over the fence. Go as wide around it as I can.
No trust. No trust.
All right, let's let's hurry up and get to them. Don't worry, no.
I'll stand on the. I'll stand on it.
As you stand on the rune, as soon as you touch it, instead of glowing green, it changes to a golden glow as you're standing on it. And
Right,
because Dunbar is not wearing shoes, you can feel that the room is the rune is just it gets warm. It's just a pleasant warm. It's not hot. It's just warm, and nothing else happens. It's just glowing gold and it's warm.
Kind of looking at Dunbar from between my fingers.
Should I move? Wait, what if I jump off? Is it gonna explode? I've made a mistake.
I'm gonna step on it as well.
You're not supposed to join me in this.
They will expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
Dunbar steps on a landmine, hears the click. Fripp comes over,
Just
steps
like-
on another one.
I step on the same one.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Dunbar's gonna use power. Oh, am I out of powers? Use power, lib token, error, trace. Uh-oh.
Oh, it's not here. That's why.
What happened? Did I mess up?
Yeah, no, you have no use powers.
Oh, okay.
You also might not have been. Were you clicked on Dunbar?
Yes, I was.
Weird. I don't know why you got that.
I
error.
did use a lot of use powers last session.
Yeah. Fortunately, we didn't reset our spells.
Dunbar's gonna grab Frift and throw her off the rune. It says, no! Let it take me!
Ah!
Amazing.
Shiguri, if you tackle me off this rune fast enough, maybe we can get past the explosion.
Shiguri is just walking by.
You tackle me fast enough.
Dunbar!
This is it. This is where it ends.
It's alright, Dunbar. That other guy will tell your story.
It's warm. It's getting warmer.
No!
I can feel it on my toes.
It's a fire rune!
Alright. If I blow up, you guys gotta finish this mission. He's gonna like very gently lift up his left foot and like touch the grass with just his big toe.
Nothing happens.
And then he'll do it with his other foot.
And once Dunbar gets off of the rune, it will slowly start to fade back to green, and it will not explode.
There appears to have been a misunderstanding.
I want to give Dunbar a big hug.
I almost died.
I know! That was so scary!
Murdoch, watch yourself. On the
Knock
way
me out.
up. Someone set a trap.
Yeah.
He's going around.
He's got the tech, he knows!
This
He
is what happens
knows.
when we don't have Brogron with us.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but if all the mages say that it's dangerous, I'm not going anywhere near that thing.
I'm all the mages.
Amazing.
I'm a well-known studied master of many kinds of magic. Such
Oh
as
my
demon
God.
And explosions.
Oh no!
This is
no!
That's actually it.
Oh no! Oh no! So good. Ugh. You all wouldn't believe how lucky I am. I stepped on a trap down there and it didn't go off. There were like these three circle-looking things touching each other right at the top of the staircase. I stepped on it and it lit up, and I thought I was going to die. Yes, it was green, and I stepped on it and it turned gold and toasted my toes. Yeah, please make sure I'm okay. I'm gonna tell you, it was pretty traumatic. But, I'm okay. No.
No,
He's gonna
I
he's gonna actually show his eyes and look at Friff.
Dude, he's like an open eye Snorlax. You know there's trouble.
I tried to step on it, but he bravely tossed me off of it so that I could live. But I felt the warmth too for a second.
Ah. Well, I truly had no idea what I was doing. I did something that I thought would, kind of give us some good luck for today. We have a big mission ahead of us, but I hadn't done it before, so I just kind of went with it. Glad you both have all your limbs. Lucked out on that one. I'll give them
You
a.
sure did.
I'll give them both a slap on the shoulder. And I'll be. Wow, I really am getting good at this.
I'm never going next to a rune again without you by my side, Brogrod.
You can
Speaking
trust
of
me
which-
now.
That's a huge rune.
Yeah, come check out our masterpiece. Oh, should I have not left the circle? Is it okay, Ganzen?
Yes, no, we are ready to start the ritual.
See, now this rune, I'm gonna like lean into Dunbar. This rune, probably safe. There's Brogrod's next to it. That's the
Wait.
secret.
When did we get a Pogrod emote?
It was pretty early on. It is really good.
It's really good.
So
Good.
good.
Yeah, I think like Jeff said it, and then Robert made the masterpiece.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's so good. So, I think that your group should go into the ethereal plane, and the rest of us will monitor the rune to make sure that nothing comes by to disturb it. It would be disastrous if that were the case. So Shira, Valerie, Borif, and I will remain here as you do what you do best. I mean, after all, you're the ones who have this special connection with the angels. If anyone can find spirits that are suited to be new ones, it is you.
So we have no way to communicate with you.
Not once you're in there, no.
So this is a one-way trip.
Well, you will be able to use the same portal that we opened to come back.
Ah, yes. Okay.
We'll have to make sure we don't get lost when we're in there.
Yes, you will have to make it into the ethereal plane and then out once again in order to find the portal. Once you're in the ethereal, then you can't just snap your fingers and have a portal appear. You have to go out the same way you came in,
Okay.
which will be at the gate.
Well, we found some information about the ethereal plane, and I think we're about as ready as we're going to be.
Oh yes, we're very ready.
Good! I knew I could count on you.
That's the confidence I like to hear.
Can I want to pull Borif aside for a second.
Yes, Shigure.
I know we all, we're pretty much back in the good with Ganzen, but I am counting on you. I think there's I wouldn't want to think it, but I think, there's a chance he tries something funny on this end, so, we're counting on you.
Yeah, you have my word, Shigure. I will do my best to stay vigilant. I don't trust these old gods at all. I think that whatever they're doing to him, they could still be doing it now. So my blade will be ready if needed.
I'll put my hand on his shoulder and say, "You, I wish you could come with us, but you have just as important a job here. So thank you." And step back.
All right, you should get into the circle.
Do we just jump in and what happens? Oh. Brogron, come on. Murdoch, are you joining us?
Right.
Shrift,
Okay.
complete the square.
Yes, Shrift.
What? I'm here.
No.
Oh,
Yes.
I'll cheat. I see. Yeah, like I'm already the square.
All right. And Ginzin is going to lay the artifacts in the center here. He's going to lay the 3 artifacts that he had. All right, we just need one more. Place the cube in the center.
Okay.
It's okay, Shrift.
I'll put the cube down in the middle.
All right. Good. Shira, Brogrod, are you ready? Just how we practiced.
Aye. My whoosh is stronger than ever.
Ah, yes, the whoosh, indeed. Okay, best of luck in there, agents. And remember that we could always try this again. Don't sacrifice everything for this. There are more relics. We need you all back here.
We'll do our best.
All right. Let's start. And he'll put both of his palms down on the ground, over a part of the rune, and as will Shira. Come on, Brogrod. You too.
Oh, yeah, yes. I will assume the power squat.
Power squat assumed.
Then
And where-
I'll lower my hands. Some weird yoga pose. But squat was necessary.
Ah, yes.
You're kind of in a frog jump position.
The
Mhm.
squatting camel.
Hmm.
And where their palms touch the ground, just like when you guys did the rune for the first time going to the astral plane, energy begins to form at the palm, and there's this glowing, and instead of golden light this time, it's like a blue light, and it's going to start at each of their hands and slowly make its way around the rune and fill the rune's etchings with glowing blue and purple and green light until the whole rune has illuminated, and then you all begin to feel like you're sinking into the earth, but you're not moving. It's just that kind of like feeling in the pit of your stomach, like you kind of get during like a roller coaster or something like that. And then really, really quickly, you just feel yourselves fall downwards, and everything just becomes this flashing, swirling lines of colors as you guys are swirling down.
Baby, are you down?
Some Jay Sean. And then, as abruptly as it began, it will stop, and you will find yourselves on a bridge made of stone, surrounded by clouds. And I will invite everyone on the overlay to turn on the fog.
Ah, okay.
Yes.
It's the
Yeah.
greenish one. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, it moves.
It does, yeah.
Sweet.
Wait, how do we turn on the fog?
Campaign overlays, and then under effects, there is a
Fog.
whoosh-looking symbol.
Oh, it is
Hit the
moving.
whoosh symbol.
I mean, it looks like a snail, but it's also a whoosh.
Wait. I'm confused. I have fog, but I can't turn it off.
Oh, is this
Is
the
your
thing
fog-
where it's never possible to turn off fog? You can only
See-
turn on?
You the only way to turn it off is you go to Window and then the top thing overlays and then click Weather, and it'll turn off.
Okay.
Cool.
That is
Yeah.
working as expected.
Yeah, kind of, but yeah. So feel free to leave it on or off to your preference, but it is like it's on. That's how your characters perceive it. It is very foggy here. The fog is like kind of like a cool fog as well. It's a little bit cold in the air, and yeah, you're on a long bridge, and you can only see about 65 feet in front of you. Then the fog becomes too dense.
I will turn to the fog that is right in front of my face and say, "Hello, are you a sentient creature?"
Murdoch will pause for a few moments and get no response.
They've got us
I
surrounded.
don't know if this fog is too dumb or if this is just like the passive fog.
Careful calling the fog dumb.
I'm gonna ready my hand cannon.
The fog is very smart and handsome.
Mm-hmm. Well, kind of nod.
Wait, should I put out my pipe? I'm a little worried about mixing.
You smoke your pipe in here. Will the smoke become creature?
Oh, no.
Oh, I mean, but then that'd be.
I mean,
like
if it
your,
absorbs-
it'd be like your creature.
If it absorbs the other smoke.
Are you gonna smoke, Brogard? If you do, I will.
Yeah. I'm lighting a cigar.
Okay.
It's also gonna comfort my nerves because they've got us surrounded. You know, they could be anywhere.
Surround. Pulls out the gun.
Shoots into the fog.
We're surrounded.
No, wait a
Nobody
second.
there.
This actually makes sense. Back on the material. If you think about it, we're all living creatures. But when we inevitably die, eventually, those of us that aren't entirely immortal, we decompose and turn back into dirt. If you think about it, most of the ground everywhere in the material plane is dirt. Which used to be living creature.
So we're standing on dead bodies.
We're inhaling dead bodies?
I
Yeah,
guess
not
this
just standing
fog
on them.
is like the dirt of this plane. So it should be no more strange than standing on some mulch.
Huh.
Whoa. Well, look. We have this bridge. We might as well walk on it.
Yeah, we gotta get
You see
moving
the
one way or
portal?
another.
On the way
Actually,
back.
wait. Do we?
Yeah, if you guys turn around, there is a portal right here.
Okay.
Can I try to leave a little trail behind us of like sunflower seeds from my bag or something?
Sure. Yeah,
Nice.
sure.
Oh, actually, I'm very curious about that. Yeah, I want to look at the sunflower seed that Shrift has set down.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned that this is gonna just turn into sunflower seed smoke.
Shiguri will study the sunflower seed for a bit of time. We'll say like 30 seconds, and he won't notice any substantial change. And also just so you guys know, I did give Brogrod, Dunbar, and Frift inspiration for your guys' little stunts back there, and then Murdoch. I attempted to give you inspiration as well, but you already had it, and same with Sugar.
Ah,
So
How,
you guys are all inspired.
Excellent.
Yeah, so-
how thick is this fog?
You can't see like 65 feet in front of you. It gets too dense at that point, and even where Dunbar is to you right now, Brogrod, like his form is obscured. Like the fog
Okay.
is fairly dense.
Yeah, so you can see like halfway across the bridge we're on right now.
We look over the edge. Do we see anything other than just fog? Like looking down?
So looking down, it looks like kind of floating in the air. There's like the regular fog, but then over the bridge, it's like extremely dense, like really really dense. Like almost looks like a river of clouds. It's so dense.
Okay. Is it like a railing, or is it just
Yeah, there's a slight railing, just like
okay?
a foot and a half high.
So yeah, Sugar Ray had crouched down, was sort of knees bent, had rested his elbows on his knees, and was staring very intently at the sunflower seed. But after nothing seems to happen to it, and he'll pick it up and feel that it's all still there. He'll stand back up and say, kind of nod at Frisch, be like, as simple as this is, I think it will actually work. And I just hope you have enough enough to keep us on track if we have to go a little ways.
Well, I haven't stocked up in a while, but I tend to stock up a lot when I do. Especially now that I got this fancy little bag that can hold a lot of sunflower seeds. Just gonna keep pulling them out of the bird bag and just dropping them every like 10 feet or so. It's like one or two.
Okay. Yeah, you guys may advance along the bridge.
Oh wait, actually, I want to go back real quick to the one that's by the portal. I want to just use my thingy on it. And I want to just kind of like stick that next to that one so that it'll, bloom into, it'll like grow into a flower, or at least try to.
Okay, cool.
That way, the one at the portal looks different. So, if something happens to the portal, we'll know that like a cloud didn't eat our trail. We actually got to the end of it.
Good idea.
Smart.
Anyway, let's keep going, I guess.
yeah.
None of these clouds seem to want to talk to us or be the kind of cloud that we're looking for.
Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna know it when we see it, and none of this looks like it.
Hopefully. I'm getting flashbacks to that Spirit Hollow needle in a haystack thing.
Find the sentient puff of fog in the plane of fog.
All right. You guys will continue your trek across the bridge. I'm assuming until you see something that's different than what you've been seeing, or is there anything specific that you're like looking for or want to do after some time? You're just gonna go until something interesting comes up.
Yeah, I mean, I would still like to just sort of occasionally shout out, like, hello, is anyone out there?
Okay.
But besides that, just walk along the bridge.
Okay. Okay. And as you guys are walking, and Murdoch is periodically shouting, eventually you hear like Murdoch's voice get like a little bit echoey, like you can like hear it like echo back from in front of you. And shortly after that, you come to a giant stone wall with a gate of beaming blue light.
Hmm.
It's not it's not quite the same, but this definitely looks a little familiar.
True. We have seen one much like this before. I wonder if the
Huh.
patterns on this wall mean something. With the 3 blue and 2 red, the sun and the moon.
It's definitely
Actually,
interesting.
all of these patterns on this wall could sort of, from a certain point of view, be thought of as flags. I would like to use my vexillologist cantrip to see if I recognize any of these symbols from flags.
It has been genuinely months since you used.
That's amazing.
I was gonna ask if we recognized anything from what we read, but this is a much better idea.
This is a much better idea. You don't recognize any of these symbols from flags. However, on your careful study of the images here, you do come across some text that looks like it has been etched into the top of the gate here. And it reads. Let me actually type it out here.
It reads Foggy Bottom Metro. That's a joke for me and by me. There's a DC Metro stop called Foggy Bottom.
Oh, that's like such a great name for a stop. Reminds me of Rock Bottom from SpongeBob.
It's where GW, George Washington University, is.
Huh.
It's on the. I think it's on 2 lines. I think it's like orange and silver.
If you shall enter the plane of memories, you must also add to the countless recounts of its inhabitants.
And that's in. Is it in something that we understand, or is it like text that we understand even if we can't read it?
It is in text that you understand. You all can read it as common, except for Frift. It appears as abyssal to you, and Brogrod, it appears as dwarven to you.
Oh,
What do you guys see? I see common.
Yeah, it's in common. A little bit unexpected, but I don't know. It's maybe other planes are more like our own than I would expect, and even they need a common language.
Yeah.
The language of the great nation of Rentham truly is universal throughout all planes.
Well,
Hmm.
well, mine's in Dwarven, so it's I guess that goes to show how great Dwarven is.
It supersedes Rentham.
It makes the exception when it's dealing with a true dwarf.
Wait, if it's in Dunbar, what do you see?
Wait, Dunbar see anything? How does he understand this?
I can't read.
When Dunbar looks at it, Dunbar, you can hear a voice in your head say these phrases, and it's in your own voice. It like plays like an audio recording.
That's very weird. I can hear it.
Wait, I just a sec. I literally just had the realization that like in all these fantasy settings where you always find like stuff written on, you know, ruin sites like this for adventurers to go to, right? Like a huge number of people are illiterate, which means they wouldn't be able to read the inscribed instructions. It would be like showing up at
This
like a you know, like universal artifact temple site and asking it to like plug in your iPhone jack in order to find out the secret code, and you're like, man, I don't have one of those.
this is a classic high fantasy, low fantasy discrepancy. Where in low fantasy, like because they're trying to more accurately emulate like medieval times. Yeah, no one can read. But in high fantasy, even if you're a peasant, you can read because there are enlightened autocrats.
Yep. Yeah, having an illiterate PC does make some things more challenging, I will say. I hadn't thought about that until just now. So yeah, Dunbar's got the iPod audio experience.
He's walking around the museum with the headphones on.
Yep.
He looks like a dork, but at least he's getting the experience.
Bro, wait, so it's saying speak your past to enter in my head?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Keep saying speak your past to enter.
That is the last line there. If I walk up and like put my hand up to the light there, did anything happen? Does it feel solid?
Yeah, so you can see that there's light coming through the blackness, like through the door. But as soon as you put your hand up, it hits like a barrier, like there's a wall there, which is odd because the light is still coming through it and like it's not being like refracted in any way. But like your arm can't pass through the blackness.
It seems like it's very serious. There's some kind of barrier, so speak your past to enter. It says, if you shall enter the plane of memories, you must also add to the countless recounts of its inhabitants. Speak your past. It sounds like we're just supposed to say something? To talk about ourselves?
Tell it a story about yourself. Well, I could try something. So,
Okay.
you may not all believe this, but I used to be a very angry bear. Here's an example. I was roaming the woods in search of berries and happened upon a fallen tree. Inside this tree, a swarm of bees had stored their honey. Of course, I started to nose around the log very carefully to find out if the bees were at home. And then one of the swarm came and stung me right on the nose. I was very, very mad, up to the point where I attacked the hive. And then the whole swarm came out and stung the crap out of me. And I could only save myself by jumping into the water. This was one of the first times that I realized that my anger was not worth it. And since then, I've tried my best to inhibit my anger in a number of ways. Through my practice, through medicine, and through storytelling.
And after Dunbar finishes speaking, the top characters, the the characters on top of the gate will glow blue. And Dunbar, you will hear in your head, "You may enter," and then like a blue aura will form around Dunbar's silhouette.
It's telling me that I can come through. So I think that it just wants you to, it just wants you to tell you a story about
Okay.
yourself.
Well, wait a minute. Let's make sure we can all pass through before one of us goes.
All right.
I'll walk up to the gate and kind of turn around and face everyone and say, I was saying I had a weird dream. When we were riding in that carriage, I remembered something from when I was still very young, probably only 7 years old. I lived in Gobiju. My family, they were hunters. Most people grew and harvested the crops in the forest, and we hunted to find a little bit of food for everyone to live off of. But even that, sometimes we had to sell just to get money, like if someone was sick and needed medicine. And one day, this guy, he walked into town. He was wearing these long robes, and he carried a sword on his belt, which I had seen some swords before, but not one like this. It was long and with like this very gentle curve to it. He stayed a night at the inn, and in the morning, he was outside arguing with one of the town guardsmen. One of them was saying he hadn't paid for his night or something, and he was going on about how it wouldn't be wise to mess with him. How he didn't have money. He had forsaken most of his worldly possessions, and the guard just wouldn't let him go. Was demanding that he pay, and so finally he drew his sword and he cut him down just like that, instantly. And as strange as it was and kind of scary, as a little boy, I looked up to that man a lot. He left. I never saw him again, but I know now from the robes he was wearing that he was definitely a follower of Ardius, and I think that was a lot of what drove me when I left my home to join a Temple of Ardius, because I still had that memory of that man who walked his own path and wouldn't let other people get in his way, and I think I wanted that.
And after Shigure has finished speaking, when you look up to the words Shigure, they all glow blue, and they now read, "You may enter." And you too will have a blue aura around your silhouette.
I think it worked for me too. Someone else should come up and try.
I will step up to the gate. Say, I'm going to speak of happiest and proudest day my entire life. Day when my mentor, the man who trained me, who raised me from a country nobody to respected knight of the realm, my General Salamon, entrusted to me as my squire training of his own beloved son, Adam Salamon. Placed under my tutelage to raise him to be a great knight of the realm, duty which I accepted. A day that a man who I love like a father placed such great trust that I fear I will never be able to pay.
And just as it did for the others, Murdoch, the text will glow blue and change and grant you passage.
I'll turn to Frift. Be like,
Hmm?
see you on the other side. Give her a wink. Let's see. Not. Yeah. Perhaps not. Oh, it's pretty recent. I would say maybe 20 years ago. I'd say. I was I was drinking with the crew after a long night in the mines, and we started talking about, our beards and all that, Gunnar started styling his different. He was trying out some different product and a couple of different ornaments on them, and it got me thinking, like, we dwarves have always, kept it pretty simple, kept it pretty traditional with our styling. And then, Gunn was like, oh yeah, because, we're the best, we do it the best. No one here, can do it better than the dwarves. And I'm like, is that really true? Like, are we limiting ourselves? Like, we have such, we can grow the best facial hair, in all of Testria, but like, can we up our style? And so then after that, I took a break from the mines and I set off, and I thought, we can grow the best beards, but do we have the best hair? Like, there's someone better who we perhaps could learn from. So I headed to meet some Kanin. I don't know if they'd call their hair beards, but they're the only ones who can grow better than the dwarves. And I met a great pair, Tenkur and Lomu, who we went on some hunts together, and they were great people. And I got on the topic of hair braiding, and they taught me some of their traditions of when they wear their hair back, when they braid their fur, and the different, they use more, the dwarves tend to use metals, they tend to use types of stones, and so they gave me some of their stones, and I'll show off some of my a few of my braids and curls have those stones in them, as opposed to the stones as opposed to the traditional dwarven metals. And it was and that was really great. And I always think the dwarves can as great as we are. I'm not foolish enough, like some of those men some of those old guys who sit on the council, I'm happy to learn from the other nations.
And the text still in Dwarven, Rogrod? Well, we'll say that you may enter, and you too will get that nice blue aura.
Well, maybe I'm getting a bit sentimental using that little sunshine ball earlier, but I was thinking as we're walking through this fog about when I first ever used that, like correctly. It was right after I'd had a little argument with my teacher. He he always used to teach people about how to go and slay demons. He would pass on that knowledge to them, and they'd go out and try to vanquish whatever foe they were hunting. And I always wanted him to teach me, kind of like the family trait. I mean, we were related, but like I was his apprentice. But he said that it'd be better if I just focused on using my magic to take care of plants and do stuff like that, because he said feuding with demons and dealing with demons in any way is just a road to ruin. And I was real motivated. I wanted to make him proud, and I managed to learn his little sunshine spell just to kind of prove him wrong, show him that I could do that, and also learn more about his trade, so he didn't have to work so hard all the time. But all that got me was just more time tending the garden. But I think it was worth it overall. Got to see a smile on that old curmudgeon's face, which is a rare thing indeed.
And the text will glow blue for you, Frift, and outline your body in blue. And the same will happen for Strike and Ella as after they tell their stories.
Alright, well, I mean, we're all set up here. Let's try to step through it. See if we make it out the other side. Or at least if we make it out the other side altogether.
Alright, you guys going through? Everybody down for that?
Only one way, and it's forward.
Alright.
Gotta love the character development.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, really well done, guys. I really liked all of your guys' stories. Very well done, very poignant stuff. So thank you for doing the homework. I give you all A+.
Teacher Matt.
Thanks, Professor Colony.
Yeah.
Of course. That's why they pay me.
That's right.
And you guys, after going through the gate, will find yourselves amidst a foggy forest.
This is not what I was expecting. I guess it's what I should have expected, because it's like fourth dimension of the material plane, right?
I guess. I mean, I guess I was expecting it to just be more of sort of the bridge and fog. I wasn't expecting to see so much detail.
Hey, not that we're complaining, just like out into the void, in case you're out there.
Right.
Whoever left that text there. This is good. I've got solid ground under my feet and everything. Although
Well,
Very
no
handsome,
fog.
yes.
it is it you know, it might make it a little bit harder to find anyone worthy enough to become an angel. But you know, the change of scenery is appreciated, I guess.
If they're and Dunbar's gonna kind of like yell, so he'll maybe step a few feet forward to not yell in people's ears because he's kind of loud. Uh, if there's anyone here who can help us, please come forth.
And I assume Murdoch also probably shouted something
yeah.
immediately upon entering this forest here. And you guys will actually hear a rustling from over this way. And you can see a shadowy figure coming through the fog, which emerges out of the clouds.
Hello?
What the heck, man? What are you guys doing here?
What are you doing here?
This is the ethereal plane, man. This is my happy place. What? I thought you guys are supposed to be like collecting artifacts and like doing stuff for the angels, man.
We are doing stuff for the angels.
This is this is actually very lucky. You come here a lot, Story?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, making my weekly thing to just take a quick trip up to the ethereal plane, just like clear my mind with all the foggy things, man. So much easier to talk to than people.
You can talk to the fog?
I mean, kinda like I do some talking, and sometimes they like say some things back, but like a lot of them don't. But they're just really good listeners.
Uh-huh. Have you ever like met anyone sort of more substantive here?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. There's some things that like you don't even have to go up and ask them questions. They'll just start saying things, but like they don't like talk. It's more like little blurbs, little words and phrases, but you don't like hear it. You like feel it. He's gonna like put his finger to Shigure's heart and like tap it a couple of times when he says feel it. Hey, let's draw some up. Let's show you guys what we're talking about here, all right? So what you got to do is you have to. This place is all about feelings, all right, and memories. And so what you got to do is you have to take a feeling of a memory right from your head. He's gonna put his hand up to his temple and like pull and like have all his fingers come to like a point and just have it resting on his forehead, and then he's going to pull a strand of blue energy from his forehead. He's going to dig a hole in the ground with his talon staff and put the little stringy blue energy into the ground and then cover it with dirt and pat it a few times.
What was that?
That's my memory, man, my feeling. It's the feelings I have, and I'm putting them in the ground, and that'll attract certain entities. Just wait. He's going to sit on the ground cross-legged.
Did you did you just forget what you put in the ground?
No, you have to you picture your memory, and then you take the feelings from that memory, and you extract those, but they're still preserved within you. But you're just capturing an energy manifestation of those feelings. You get it.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to give up the memory.
No, I'm sure I remember all the things. Although if I didn't, then I wouldn't even remember that I forgot them.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, what were you thinking about just now? Do you remember what you thought about just now to put that in the ground?
Yeah, I was thinking about my garden, man. I planted those rose bushes the other week, and they came in like super quick, way more than they usually do. It's about having something that's happy and unexpected happen. That's what I put in the ground right here. See, it's fine. Keep the memories.
Like finding us.
Yeah, man. Oh, look, there's one now. And if you guys look up here, whoa, that's kind of laggy. Okay, we're back. You can see a wispy ball of cloud-like energy.
Oh.
Kind of swerves around, comes to the dirt where Story is, and it will kind of like circle around the dirt for a while, and then gently rest on the ground, and like next to the little dig site, and then you can see the stringy blue energy come up from the ground and merge with this energy manifest, and then it'll kind of like swirl around Story a couple of times, and like slowly start to drift off.
Did it eat it?
Nah, I mean, to tell you the truth, man, I'm not really sure, but like it's not there anymore, you know. And he'll like dig the ground with his staff. I don't see it, but again, I didn't really give up anything either. So I mean, I don't really know exactly how it works, but it works good, man.
I'm running over to this spirit as it's drifting away.
Mm-hmm.
I like it looks at me like, hello?
It'll orient itself towards you. The kind of like main part of its mass that's collected in like a ball with like the wispy tail. So the main mass will orient towards you.
I'm
And
gonna look back towards you like,
and you'll just hear like a few words. Soil, root, surprise.
Hello, are you a tree?
I think it's giving us back a little tiny piece of Story's memory that he just gave it. This is like mini Story, kind of.
Equal,
Oh,
tout, local.
okay, now that's something different. Does anyone have like a piece of paper or something? Or like,
You guys
make way for the man with the paper.
you guys see what you can get out of that one. I'm gonna try and get another one, and I'm gonna walk over here, and I am going to remember our battle with Rajak Amangor, and when I first saw Ardius appear before me and speak to me, and really focus on the emotion of like awe and and the fulfillment that I felt in that moment, and I will, I guess, with some trepidation, put a finger up to my temple and try and pull it out of my head.
You are able to do so.
And then
here's just as stories did.
and then I will crouch down and use one hand to scoop away a little bit of dirt while cupping the feeling in my other hand, and then I'll put it there, rest the dirt on top of it, and then settle cross-legged and close my eyes and just kind of focus on it.
Okay. And after a short period of time that Sugar Ray does that, you can see a few different masses approaching.
Whoa.
Sugar Ray is going to try and stay as still and calm as possible. This is just like dragonflies. You gotta wait for them to come to you.
Mm. And the manifests will all kind of swirl around Sugar Ray and gently cross over the area where his feelings are buried, and you will also hear words from these different manifests, and from this one you will hear brown, forge, working. Here, let's actually label them.
No, the court stenographer.
This will be a representation of Brogrod's journal.
I'm running around, jotting down notes.
From the next one, you hear melody, reason, content. And
Is it content or content?
I guess.
No, it's okay. If when you hear it, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Brogrod's problem to
is
write it down.
Uh-oh.
And then the last one, you hear following braid, and shoulder, and they all are kind of like going around Sugar Ray, and the his little string of blue energy starts to float up from the ground, but it seems like it's caught between like some kind of gravitational force field between all of these three beings, as they like seem to be like competing over it. And in Sugar, you can feel some measure of control over the little energy string. Like you are being given a choice of which of these beings to send it to.
This one.
Okay. Following braid shoulder. And
God of shoulders incoming.
God,
I'm hoping for the angel of braids, the angel of sick braids.
And as this this manifest absorbs the string, it grows in size.
Whoa.
And
Oh.
the other manifests will kind of linger for a few short moments before wandering off. Whereas the large manifest, following Braid's shoulder, will remain swirling around Shigure.
I've been trying to again sit as still as possible, but I'll turn and story. Have you seen something like this before?
Um, like once, man. Like there was one time where like it got bigger, but it usually goes away. That guy still looks like he's hungry.
I'll turn to look at the manifest wherever it is in its orbit. Hello?
And you will hear back, country, believe, and important. And then you will hear in like a distinctly different voice, what about the old gods?
Hmm?
Is it coming from the?
It is
that
coming from that. It is coming
Is that
from
just
that.
him that's hearing it?
Nope, it is all of you.
Sugar, I don't know. Maybe we throw this one back. Well, wait. Well, that's a question, right? Maybe answer it?
To defeat the old gods.
And you will hear back. Align, friend, community. And afterwards, you hear in the different voice, show me.
I will show you. But please wait.
It will stop its orbit.
I will stand up and I guess stand next to it and tell everyone else about that, like when there were multiple of them, I felt like I could choose which one of them received the emotion that I had laid out, and I'm gonna say I think everyone else should do the same. And then we walk out of here with these. I don't know. I don't I don't want to keep this one getting bigger and bigger and talk more and more with it until we get some more.
Makes sense. Can't hurt to have some more options in there. Okay. kind of like edge away from this one over here.
He'll drift off.
Just kind of like muttering to myself, like, "Nah, memories without Gorax, memories without Gorax, memories without Gorax." And I'm gonna put down a memory of I have the memory of finally arriving at Kingsbridge with Brogrod and getting to share that like meal after the long road from Sungar to there.
Okay.
Gonna plant that in the ground real quick.
All right. And after you do so, you will see 3 manifests begin to approach Frift. And the same thing will happen where the the little blue string will be caught in the gravitational force field of all 3 of these beings. The first one will say rank, slave, symbol.
Huh.
The next, castle, volume, chord.
Hmm.
And the last, affinity, feather, nomination.
All right.
Brad furiously writing.
Yeah.
Leave.
And you guys can all hear this. Like they speak it
Yeah.
aloud.
I think maybe not the slave one, but I don't know. Castles are good, but feathers are pretty relaxed. I mean, it's said nomination. You know, like, is that good? Is it no? I'm leaning more towards the castle one right now, but what do you guys think?
I think that both the castle one and the slave one have promise. No, listen. Rank, slave, symbol. To me, that reads as this thing having been slave. This being. And perhaps a being with the experience of a harsh life like that would be good and sympathetic to others.
That's a good point.
Maybe.
I'll kind of shout over. I'll be honest, Frift, I didn't put this much thought into my decision. Not that means you shouldn't, but
Following Braid's shoulder, you just picked it on a whim?
I mean, I thought about it a little bit, but just not this much.
This is your memory, Frift. You know, you gotta go with what you're feeling.
No, you're right. I'm feeling the castle because
will this help? I'll extend my cigar.
Dunbar sees you extending your cigar, so he'll extend his pipe.
gonna
Here,
look at
Friff.
both.
You need-
Feel a little bit stronger.
Story will extend his
If you need
pipe
to
as
reach-
well.
You have my pipe.
If you,
Yes,
if you
my
need to loosen
cigar,
up, like
my pipe.
this is all about you, Frift. You know.
I'm gonna like look at all of the pipes that are being offered me and say, I think the castle, because when I saw the castle when we finally got to the end of our journey, I felt really happy. Which that seems like a positive thing to have one of these.
All right, and the back here for a second. Same thing will happen where it will grow as it absorbs Friff's memory, and you will then hear it say, "Grain, sun, health."
All right, I feel positive. This seems like a good one. I like this guy. I like this guy. But maybe someone else should try this as well. Get some more options. Besides, even if we had gotten 2 perfect fellows on our first try, like you're gonna need more than that, most likely, right? I don't know. Also, I gotta run. I'll be back in hopefully 10-15 minutes. But,
Okay.
sorry.
Like,
Okay. So now Friff's got a buddy hanging out. Shigurna's got a buddy hanging out.
I'd like to deposit memory into the ground. It's our first mission. We beat up the mouth of Azdan. And I remember when we came home, we met all the other agents of Ascent. It was the first real time that I ever felt like I was part of something. I've been quite lonely most of my life, and finally becoming part of a group has meant more to me than you could possibly imagine. So, hopefully, that will attract the right spirit. He'll pluck it out of his nose.
All right, and 3 manifest come and start to circle around Dunbar. And the first one says, "Assume duty and mouse." The next one says, "Maze, pure, occasion." And the final one says, "Concert, door, parallel."
Let's see. Dunbar will puff his pipe a bit and spin around in a circle, kind of looking at all the spirits. Well, I was just talking about all of us coming together, so perhaps the last one makes sense. A concert of people.
All right. The other 2 spirits will float away, and this one will grow. And it will say to Dunbar, fitting, orbit, belief, and experience. And it will continue to swirl around Dunbar.
Hello, friend.
And you hear it speak to you, and it says, show me more.
All right.
And you said we can hear everything that they say, right?
Yep, you can. And you hear it then say afterwards, as Dunbar's like pondering what to say next. You hear it say, "Show me the heavens." And then you can hear Shigure's spirit and Frift's spirit repeat, "Show me the heavens."
Dunbar will start like channeling his auric. However, he does that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And maybe stick his hand out towards the spirit.
And as Dunbar touches the spirit, wherever he touches, it starts to transform the spirit's color from a misty blue into a more golden yellow. And it'll kind of like weave in and out of his hand, slowly like splotching itself with gold. If Dunbar will continue to channel that energy.
Yeah. I'll channel it. I mean, I'll channel for like 10 seconds, and then if it keeps going, I'll think about pulling away.
All right. I mean, after about 10 seconds, it has a fair number of golden splotches which seem to be growing and spreading over its
Okay.
form.
Yeah, I'll pull away.
And eventually, the spirit will start to grow and will turn completely golden.
Is that what you wanted?
Thank you.
Well, you guys might want to do the same.
It looked like you just touched it with your hand. What did you do?
I channeled my angelic energy, the soul inside me. It helped me connect with the spirit.
Okay, I can try to do the same, and I'll reach my hand out to the manifest in front of me and see if I can channel that soul energy into it.
You can. You can channel your auric into the manifest just as Dunbar did. And create your own golden, foggy creature. This is crazy, man. I've never seen that shit before.
I will ask the golden manifest next to me. Do you know what we want?
Yes.
And are you ready for that?
Yes. It is our destiny. Thank you for calling us.
I'll look over to Dunbar and say that's about as affirmative an answer as we could expect.
I think we found the right manifests. Well, Rob's not here, but
Yeah, we can let Frift do the same when he gets back.
Okay.
Because we can still gather a couple more if we want.
Well, we should try and get as many as we can, right?
I think we should. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm going way back. Way back. Way back to my
The
my
Wayback
early days.
Machine.
Yep. All right. I'm gonna remember. First time I got blackout drunk with the boys.
Wow, this is way back.
Yeah, this is way back.
Also, how do you remember?
Oh, I mean, you never forget your first time. I don't know how bad it was.
But you blacked out.
Touche.
Yeah, but you're no dwarf, Sugar Ray. You wouldn't understand. It's always
I guess
there.
I don't.
Yeah, early day. This was early days in the mine as well. We found a really good vein that we followed, and I delivered the finishing blow to open up the last part of the vein, and celebrated afterwards. And it was they were all in my name, for a job well done. And then by the end of the night, I almost fell down the shaft I just made. But the boys were there to help me out. But it was the start of of my great time working with them. Getting our hands dirty, celebrating afterwards. So I'll draw that out, or very hesitantly, and
Yep.
and put it in the ground.
All right. And you can see 3 manifests, all in a line, just neck and neck.
Oh gee, all right, I'm taking a hit. It's been
Coming
intimidating.
at Rogrod.
This is different. This didn't happen to you guys.
They'll start swirling, and the first one will do. You will hear the words tempt, recruit, rotation. Next, you will hear rumor, sustain, pilot. In the last, you will hear summit, second impact.
The last one.
See?
Second impact. Yeah, that sounds good.
And he will gobble up
Whoa.
your memory feelings, Brogrod. And then it will say jet, liberal, heal.
Hmm.
And it will say show me Turok.
Say no more. The smoke spirit friend. And I will take the sledge off my back. Assume power squat positioning.
Oh boy.
And I will. Yeah. I'm gonna give it the whoosh too. I'm whooshing for sure.
I'm for sure.
Yeah, for sure whooshing. And then I will do the overhead log splitting technique, and I will just slam it into the ground.
And as you slam it, you can see like a projection of Turok just very quickly come into vision and then fade. And instantaneously, the spirit will erupt in golden light. We shall join Turok again.
We will, and we'll make it quick too. He needs our help for sure, as soon as possible.
Well, does this mean it's my turn?
Yeah, man, this is crazy.
But Murdoch, it's not that bad. I was a little scared going into it, but you can do it.
Okay. Well, I probably want a good positive memory. Encourage these spirits to show up. And perhaps one that will attract the right type of spirits. So I will attract and bury a memory of marching in a Rentham Legion and looking around at all of the shining armor and the big blue and gold flags waving, all of that great military pageantry, the officers and cavalry up on their big powerful steeds. Yeah.
Amazing. All right. And after it is planted, you can see 3 manifests eager to absorb this memory of yours. And you'll hear the first say, portrait, swing, liberty. The next, copper, tourist. Oops. Canvas. And the last, compose, peace, vein.
Why did I have to get the art themed ghost? Okay.
all the freaking words that are they like the flags, Floco. What can I say?
Yeah, I guess I got the flag. I got the flag ghost. Well, not precisely what I was aiming for, but I'm going to take portrait swing liberty.
All right. And it will gladly absorb your memory, feeling, and then it will say compromise,
Hello,
market,
Mark.
and reach.
Compromise market. Okay. And I'm supposed to feed it some Auric now.
The heck?
It will say to you, I too am brother to Galamark.
Say, a fellow follower of our great angel of justice. I will be honored to fight by your side the coming days. You partake of my strength this time. And I guess, yeah, I'd like to channel some Auric to it.
And as you do so, the golden light will spread throughout it, and it will also transform into the goldeny yellow spirit.
Ooh. All right. Am I getting talked to by my spirit?
It said to you, "Show me the heavens,"
Oh. Well,
and then it will say, "We must go as one, be together again."
that sounds good to me. We're all about going as one, and yeah, I can definitely help you see the heavens. So, let me give you some power so you've got a little more legs to stand on, metaphorically speaking. I'm going to channel some auric into him. Oh. Oh. All right.
And it too will turn a brilliant gold. And all of the manifests. Move strike.
Watch out for the bench.
Yep. Will then line themselves up in a row.
Whoa.
And you will hear them all speak in unison. It is time. We have heard your plea. We have seen the chaos. It is time.
Oh?
Listen, man, this is like way too weird for me. I came in here to like talk to some fog and just chill out. So you guys just go do your thing, man. I'm out. Good luck.
Well, we'll see you on the other side, Story.
I mean, you guys keep following me around everywhere, so I'm sure we'll run into each other at some point.
Weird for Story? That can't be.
What a guy.
The mist is playing tricks on all of us. But hey, you say you've seen the chaos? You've seen what's happening in the material plane?
You showed us.
Oh. That's right.
So we've gathered these great manifests with us. Now we were supposed to bring them to the astral plane.
Yes. Which is not actually the way we came.
Did we?
So now we gotta find out where the exit to the astral plane is. Or wait, no. They said that we could create a portal to the astral plane.
We can sense a portal, but we must be let out of the ethereal plane.
Well, can you tell us which? I know you can't point, but
You
Dunbar will stick
Well-
out his arm and start like rotating in a circle and just like tell me which way we should go. Tell me when to stop.
You must use your memory. Remember how you came. That is how you will find your exit.
Remember how we came. There's
Yeah, we're
sunflower seeds.
yeah, we're just going back, right?
That's how we came. Unless this is some, tricky riddle, because we've been using our memory a lot here.
Are we supposed to go into the dirt?
I mean, I'm looking around. I mean, I heard all of your memories that you guys recounted to get us in here, and I don't think this is where any of them happened, so I don't think it's that. Maybe it is just following the sunflower seeds back.
Close your eyes.
Ooh.
Remember how you came.
Gonna think about the runes that we stood on the hill.
Dunbar's gonna think about the angelic staircase. Try and picture us there with the manifests. We must guide them, right? That's what Ganson said.
Mm-hmm. They're just saying themselves that we have to let them out. So
Show us where we must go.
all right.
So we just physically leave the way we came and they just follow us?
Unless anyone has any better ideas. I mean, again, that portal, I thought, takes us back to the material plane, not the astral plane. I don't know how long these things will last in the material plane. Like, I don't think we have time to pop them out and make a portal to the, there should be a rift somewhere. That ritual was supposed to create an opening between this and the astral plane, just like the other one created a hole between the astral plane and Abaddon. Maybe we. I'm gonna close my eyes. Think about the astral plane, like as hard as I can. I'm even gonna try the power squat whoosh that I've learned from Brogrod.
And Frift and Dunbar will begin to have that golden auric around them, sparkling and shimmering, that you guys have when you like use your auric.
When we went to the astral plane for the first time, we're like standing in a circle holding hands.
Right.
If I remember correctly, I think we did that.
Maybe we need to do that again while thinking
Channel.
thoughts about the astral plane.
Worth a shot. Come, let's all take hands.
Okay, circle up time.
Or line up, sort of.
We could do a circle.
Oh wait. Yeah, this is better. I don't know if we want him in the circle.
Go Rex.
He can like not be there, but we'll just keep him there because it looks nice.
That's fair.
He can be still in his demon realm. Okay, and you guys will think long and hard about the astral plane, eyes closed, until you feel the warmth of sunlight on your skin.
Oh my heavens.
And as the sunlight hits the manifests, their form begins to change.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
The manifest that was circling around Frift transforms. Hello, my name is Galtica, the Angel of Fates. The manifest that was circling Shigure. I am Yemel, Angel of Harmony. The manifest around Dunbar. I am Reva, Angel of Community. The one around Brogrod. I am Oris, Angel of Calamity. And the manifest around Murdoch. I am Merrick, Angel of Integrity.
Ooh. That's one.
Thank you for ushering us in to our homeland once again.
They need you more than ever.
And we shall provide our services. We will see you again. I'm sure of it. And each of these beings will step into the gates of light. And after they have you all will immediately return to the sword. There's poof, and I should turn this fog off now.
Oh yeah.
and
No.
Ganzen is just gonna like eyes wide, just ask, did it work? And we will stop there for tonight.